RC Retro here, and thanks for checking out my channel. Welcome to Show and Tell, boys and girls. This is basically my version of mail time, so let's get started. If you're a subscriber to my channel, you know that I have an affinity for the Tamiya Astute, the Nissan King Cab, and the Tamiya Dynastorm. But let's focus a little bit more on the Dynastorm right now. In episode 37, I showcased the unique features of the Dynastorm. And in episode 43, I took delivery and ownership of a mint condition, still sealed in plastic wrap original Dynastorm. You probably already guessed that I couldn't bring myself to break the seal. And if you did, you guessed right. So I did the next best thing. I went online, waited patiently, and this beauty popped up in Japan. It was $180 plus an additional $36 for shipping. It's the original, not the re-release. And you can see that right here on the original directions. Kit number 58116. Also, you can obviously tell it's not the original box art body and not the original wheels and tires either. But you know what? I really like the Smurf colored blue and the paint scheme. Plus the design lines on here are similar to the lines that are in the paint scheme of the original box art body of the Dynastorm. I'm also digging the black wheels and tires. Altogether, this car looks as if it had a real easy life. There's very minimal scratching on the bottom of the chassis, and the only real scuffing is on the bottom part of the bumper right around here. Now this buggy came with no electronics, but it did come with a standard 540 motor rather than the pink Acto powered motor that was originally issued with the Dynastorm. So here's the next part of my show and tell. Here is a pink Acto powered motor that I purchased off eBay. This motor seems to be in relatively good shape. There is some wear to the decals, and it doesn't have connectors at the end of the motor leads, but that's an easy fix. Now, as far as electronics, I was browsing around on eBay and came across this, my third show and tell item, a vintage Tamiya ADSPEC Plus system. Now, I believe this is the next model right after the original ADSPEC controller with the CPR P100F. Now, that unit had a built-in stopwatch right here along the wheel, but what I notice is that this is usually the first thing that stops working on these vintage controllers. However, this one does not have a timer, but it does have the updated CPR P160F ESC and receiver combo, as well as a standard servo included. Now the box seems to be in excellent condition and is very close to being mint. And it's also really hard to tell if this unit was ever actually used. I don't see any signs of wear on here to tell me otherwise that it's brand new in box. So there you have it, my first show and tell episode. And if you want to see this Dynastorm being ran with all this vintage Tamiya goodness, the ADSPEC control, the CPR unit, and the Acto powered motor, then please subscribe and keep an eye out for my upcoming videos.